Man, I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. I don't know if any of you guys have heard, but Donald Trump laid out his plans for day one of his presidency. I want y'all to take a listen to what's going viral right now on social media.
Gender insanity being pushed on our children is an act of child abuse. Very simple. Here's my plan to stop the chemical, physical, and emotional mutilation of our youth. On day one, I will revoke Joe Biden's cruel policies on so-called gender-affirming care. Ridiculous. A process that includes giving kids puberty blockers, mutating their physical appearance, and ultimately performing surgery on minor children. Can you believe this? I will sign a new executive order instructing every federal agency to cease all programs that promote the concept of sex and gender transition at any age. I will then ask Congress to permanently stop federal taxpayer dollars from being used to promote or pay for these procedures and pass a law prohibiting child sexual mutilation in all 50 states. It'll go very quickly. I will declare that any hospital or healthcare provider that participates in the chemical or physical mutilation of minor youth will no longer meet federal health and safety standards for Medicaid and Medicare and will be terminated from the program immediately. Furthermore, I will support the creation of a private right of action for victims to sue doctors who have unforgivably performed these procedures on minor children. The Department of Justice will investigate Big Pharma and the big hospital networks to determine whether they have deliberately covered up horrific long-term side effects of sex transitions in order to get rich at the expense of vulnerable patients, in this case, very vulnerable. We will also investigate whether Big Pharma or others have illegally marketed hormones and puberty blockers, which are in no way licensed or approved for this use. My Department of Education will inform states and school districts that if any teacher or school official suggests to a child that they could be trapped in the wrong body, they will be faced with severe consequences, including potential civil rights violations for sex discrimination and the elimination of federal funding. As part of our new credentialing body for teachers, we will promote positive education about the nuclear family, the roles of mothers and fathers, and celebrating rather than erasing the things that make men and women different and unique. I will ask Congress to pass a bill establishing that the only genders recognized by the United States government are male and female, and they are assigned at birth. The bill will also make clear that Title IX prohibits men from participating in women's sports, and we will protect the rights of parents from being forced to allow their minor child to assume a gender which is new and an identity without the parents' consent. The identity will not be new, and it will not be without parental consent. No serious country should be telling its children that they were born with the wrong gender, a concept that was never heard of in all of human history. Nobody's ever heard of this, what's happening today. It was all when the radical left invented it just a few years ago. Under my leadership, this madness will end. Thank you very much.
So y'all heard what he had to say. And look, man, over the last 4 years, dog, freedom of speech has been under attack. The American people overwhelmingly voted for Donald Trump. He got over 300 electoral votes, and he won the popular vote because the country is tired of the stuff that the left was doing, dog. You know what I'm saying? They was tired of it. That's why he won the way that he did. And this topic is one of those things that the country was sick and tired of, bro. We got to a point in America where we no longer could define a woman. Men could have kids. And we were under a government that would censor our platforms if we said something or we spoke out or had an opinion on something. And you ain't gotta be disrespectful, but I know a lot of y'all know that when you start talking about things that are unpopular, it seems like your channel gets shadow banned, like you're not getting as many views as you once were. That's because they were allowed to, or they were made to feel like they had to censor our platforms because we were engaging in a invoking conversation that, and have an opinion that's unpopular. And it should never be like that. This is my platform. I should be able to say whatever it is that I want to say. So with that being said, I fully support his agenda in terms of, I want to get back to reality. And that's what this election was for a lot of people. People were ready to get back to a day and age where we knew what a man was, we knew what a woman was, and we understood that on a biological level, those are the only two genders that exist. America is ready to get back to reality, like plain and simple. That's what I got from this election. People were ready to get back to normal. You know what I'm saying? And as parents, I feel like, why would you want to transition your child? You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of uncomfortable conversations, and the left went too far left. And, you know, I feel like it's a lot of unsafety when it comes to kids, when you're willing to allow your underage kid transition, dog. But anyway, that's my thoughts, man. Y'all let me know what y'all thoughts are down below in the comment section, man. I appreciate y'all taking the time out to check out this video, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.